So that is what dopamine essentially is, just a chemical in your body. Well, you can't go wrong with that, can you? This is like the biggest dopamine hit ever. Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello, how are we doing? My name is Kaya Constance and I am a vlogger, and I also do content that allows you to grow while I'm doing so as well. I'm trying to grow as a person in my personal life, as a musician, as a content creator, and you know, in general as a person. Yes, so I might sound quite nasal today. I have been ill for the past 3-ish days, so I know it's not ideal, but we roll, we get on with it. So today's video is a video about something I wanted to create for quite a while now. I used to think about making like a list of things that would make me feel a little bit happier. I couldn't find a name for it back then, and I was not really doing content like that. It was more like I was just a vlogger basically. Well, not just a vlogger, but that was mainly like my focus. So recently I came across this thing called dopamine menu, and I was like, this is exactly what I've been thinking about all those like months or years ago. And I was like, yes, let's make one. So last night I sat down and was like, okay, let's make a dopamine menu, because it's got like a nice structure. But I would like to start by explaining to you what dopamine is and what toxic dopamine is. Because yes, we all look for dopamine hit, but unless we do it in a healthy way, or we use healthy habits to, you know, get that dopamine hit, unfortunately, things can go wrong, okay? And yeah, and it's not sustainable unless we use the healthy ones. So dopamine is the feel-good chemical in your brain. When we do things that give us joy or a sense of accomplishment, our dopamine levels go up. So when we do things that give us happiness, we feel good doing it, we enjoy doing certain activity, whatever we're doing, and what that makes us feel good, our dopamine level rise. So that is what dopamine essentially is, just a chemical in your body that when you feel happy, the level of it rises and our brains are just healthier and happier in general. Our life is so much better, okay? So there's something as well that is called a toxic dopamine hit, basically. That's what I call it. A toxic dopamine hit. It can be doom scrolling. It could be binge eating or binge watching. It's those little things that we do that gives us a temporary pleasure. Unfortunately, if we keep on doing those unhealthy things, it becomes a habit that gives us dopamine. People that use certain substances to make themselves happy get that dopamine rush or dopamine hit, but it's temporary. Same with, you know, watching Netflix all day or scrolling, doom scrolling on Instagram or Facebook or, you know, TikTok or whatever. It gives us the same effect. It gives you the dopamine hit, but it only lasts for a very short time. Once you stop scrolling, that's why we get so addicted to scrolling, because it gives you the dopamine that we need. It feels good, but then once you stop, it's like, oh, I just wasted my whole day, for example, or, you know, things can go wrong with like using substances for that and stuff like that. So we end up actually being very unhappy afterwards, which, yes, you get that hit and then you drop back down and then you look for the hit again. So the toxic dopamine hits are not sustainable. If you look at the healthy ones, once it becomes your habit, or you just do things that you enjoy and they're good for you, Well, you can't go wrong with that, can you? Okay, so now I would like you to take a pen and paper and write it down. I think I might do that too with you. I kind of done it last night, but I'm gonna go over it with you. We're gonna do it together. But yeah, let's go. Let's make a dopamine menu. I've got my little book here. You can use a piece of paper, whatever you find even lying around. It doesn't have to be fancy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put it at the back of one of my like gratitude and journaling books. Anyway, I'm gonna put dopamine menu on top. Okay, so we're gonna go with 5 courses. The first one is going to be starters, which is something that takes about 10, 15, maybe sometimes even 5 minutes, like short and sweet. I put 5 to 15 minutes. Now think about all the things that you enjoy doing. Something that you can fit in the space of 5 to 15 minutes in your day. So for me, for example, I'll give you my examples, then if you like my examples, you can reuse them, of course. But if you find something that you enjoy doing and you could put, you know, you could do it within that time frame, then go for it. It's all about you. It's all about your personal experience. It's not about my examples, okay? This is just my list. You can adjust it, you can change it, or you can just have it as it comes, because I'm sure there's some people there that enjoy doing the things I do. So number 1 is going to be dance. Put the music on and just dance. And dance has been proven to improve your mood, to improve the way you feel, which then essentially, obviously, raises your dopamine levels, right? And that's what we need, that's what we're going for. Just move around, feel good for a minute, dance it, shake it off, dance it off, dance it off. Did I just say it twice? I did, dance it off, dance it off. Anyway, next, I would like to put listen to music. Just put your favourite music on and the vibe. Music makes me feel better than anything else in this world. Music is what runs through my body, through my veins. I have no blood in my body. It's pure music, okay? That's how it feels, and that's what makes me feel happy. That's what makes me feel like I'm thriving, okay? Next. The third thing on my list is walking outside. Going for a walk outside. Even if you have to just go around the block or walk into your garden, just breathe. Just take the fresh air in. Then, gratitude list. Gratitude list is going to make you feel so much better. It will lift your spirits up. Gratitude makes us so much more grateful, and when we think about the things that we're grateful for, it makes us feel more fulfilled. It makes us feel happier. It makes us feel light. Okay, so that's why spending even 5 minutes, you don't have to even write it down, but spending that 5 minutes on like thinking about the things that you're grateful for, or writing it down, or you know, doing whatever, however you want to practice gratitude, it will lift you up. It will lift your spirit up. Then on my list I've got journal or brain dump. Because if there's something on my mind that is stressing me out, if I put it on a paper, I release it. When I release it, the heavy feeling lifts off my shoulders. And that is what will make me feel essentially happier. Then, make a coffee. I love coffee. I love coffee. It makes me so happy. So it's simple as that. Make a coffee. Then on my list, I've got sit in the direct sunlight. I love that. Don't ask me why, I have no idea. It makes me feel so happy. Just when I, you know, sit outside or even indoors in direct sunlight, makes you feel so warm and nice. Absolutely love it. Then next on my list is meditate. And you can literally meditate on anything. You can just meditate and be still, or you could meditate on a certain subject. You could choose like gratitude meditation, or happiness meditation, or fulfillment meditation, or feeling good meditation. Whatever you choose that makes you feel good is going to essentially raise your vibrations and raise your dopamine levels. So let me know in the comment section down below what is on your starters list. I would love to know. Next, I would like to put main courses. As you can probably guess, it's something that is going to last between 30 to 60 minutes. So on my list for the main courses, I have yoga, long walk, make music, sing, self-care routine, read a book that is either educational or self-development book, have a nice healthy meal, and pick me up podcast. So all those things last longer than 30 minutes. So next thing that we put on your menu is going to be sides. Sides are things that you could do while doing other things as well. So what is it that you could, I don't know, do while you folding your washing? What is it that you could do while you are tidying your kitchen up? Or what is it that you could do while doing this, this or that? Or what is it that you could do while going for a walk? So what I've written on my list of sides are listen to music. You can listen to music doing whatever, tidying, cleaning, I don't know, folding, washing up, whatever. Dance. You could dance and still tidy up your kitchen, for example. That's me usually singing and dancing while cleaning. Yeah, singing's next. Then let fresh air in. I don't know about you, but every time I open the window and just get the breeze of fresh air, it makes me happy. It makes me feel so good. Okay, next, podcast. But if there's something you're doing, like I said many times today, cleaning, tidying up, folding, washing up, you can then listen to a podcast or music or sing. So all those things I can do while doing a different job. So next on my list is desserts, and who doesn't like a dessert? Who doesn't like a dessert? So desserts are things that I would like to do when I feel accomplished, when I feel like I have something to celebrate, or when I feel like, you know, I had a long, productive day and now I deserve a treat. Now I deserve to have a dessert. So on my list, I have put read a fictional book, scroll Pinterest, watch a film or series, and scroll through TikTok. Most of the time, I put a lot of pressure on reading books that are educational, and yes, I love those, but I do love my fictional books, as you know. I do like my dark romance and my like general spicy stuff. It's fiction, so I don't always have time to read those. So when I feel like, oh, I've accomplished something today, I had such a busy, productive day, now I can spend half an hour or an hour to read my fictional book and not feel guilty about it. Because if you overeat your dessert, you're gonna feel guilty about it, right? Well, I would, because this is the way my brain works. But if I've been so productive all day, I treat myself, right? I treat myself to a dessert. Last but not least is specials. Specials are things that you don't get to do every day. It's a one-off situation, or one every other month, or once every so often. So as you can probably guess here, on my list of special is going to gigs. That is something I don't do very often because I've got responsibilities, I've got children, and I don't have any sort of childcare. So that is something that happens once or twice a year. This is like the biggest dopamine hit ever. There's nothing that brings me more joy, more enjoyment, more satisfaction than actually going to gigs. So this is basically my list, nothing fancy. If I ever feel like I need the dopamine hit because I feel low, I can just check the time, how much time have I got, and if I've got, 10 minutes, I can, you know, spend some time now doing an activity that will boost my dopamine levels. Don't copy someone else's list because you think they look happy doing it. It must make you happy, because it might make them happy, but it might make you feel miserable. If I'm not a person that enjoys sport, going to play a football match, that's not gonna boost my dopamine. If you're not a person that enjoys music as much as me, playing metalcore music as loud as you can is not gonna make you happy. It's gonna make you miserable. It's gonna make you feel like, oh my god, my ears. This whole menu must be very personal to you. Of course, it's always okay to go online and look for inspiration. You can get inspired by my list. You could go on Pinterest and find a dopamine menu written by someone else. You can go on Google, you could go on YouTube or ask ChatGPT to give you ideas of what dopamine menu could be. And then see what you think would feel good to you. Try it out and see if it actually makes you feel better. If it doesn't, try something else. If you know the things that make you feel happy, just write them down and then put them into groups like I've just mentioned. Things that take 5 minutes, things that take 30 minutes, things that you could do while doing something else, and blah blah blah, like we've just spoken about. Okay guys, so let me know in the comments down below, what is on your dopamine menu list? I would love to know. I would love to get inspired. Maybe there's something that I didn't put down on my list that I could actually enjoy doing. So let me know what's on your list in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button to be notified whenever I add another video or a vlog. So yeah, thank you so much. Have a lovely day. I love you all and I do appreciate you. So, mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye guys.